So, as you guys may or may not have known, I bought a yz250. Well, I kind of got traded my Warrior for a bad idea. I wanted something faster, you know, I didn't care what it was. Just wanted something new and faster. And, because, you know, I like as fast as you can get, you know. I'll put me on a freaking street bike, like a freaking Gixxer 1000, and I'll freaking ride it. You know, it doesn't seem like I've ridden some really fast bikes, 450s and stuff, and seems like they were, seems like I can handle it. I wasn't scared of them at all. So, that's why I got this. The problem is, well, the guy said it needed a new head gasket and stuff. I should have kind of taken that warning and figured, oh, it's a big deal, it's a head gasket, I'll throw a new one in. Well, it turns out, there's holes in the cases, and he was running the bike without oil in the case. So, there's 2 holes, and I even have the cases here, you know, I just had to split the cases and all that other happy stuff. Right here, as you can see, there's 2 nice holes right here. Right there. Right there. So, I done all that and stuff, got 2 new cases with rusty bearings, just pushed them out and because they were still good, so, they're still like in brand new shape, so, and since I'm kind of cheap, I just pushed them out and put them into the other ones, but, so yeah, I did that, and, so now I got 2 new cases on it. Now it won't start. I put new rings in and everything. Problem is I never took off this head on here. So I just kind of put the whole bike together with the cylinder jug, so I even torqued the head bolts and stuff while I was still on there. The cylinder looked fine, it was perfect condition, you know. I would have ran a home through it if I didn't need like a special size. I couldn't find one that would fit in it, and I ain't running one of them ones with the arms on it, so, because stones just break. So this is what happened is now I'm looking at my top end, and, I'm looking at the ring, this brand new ring that I put, and it's actually all the way, the gap between the rings is all the way at the piston, and I had them lined up, like, not the piston, the, exhaust hole, and I can see that gap right between the ring there. And so that's at the exhaust hole, so, the exhaust port, so, obviously that rotated around, and I didn't even have the bike running yet. So, another thing I noticed is, I did get, like, 2 pops out of it, maybe, and that's what's towing it in the field. And, you know, I could not get anything kick-starting it, but, you know, it seemed like it almost wanted to go when I was in the field. So, that was another issue. So, when I kicked the bike really, really fast, it gets sparked, but as you can see, that's about what you can do with your hand without the spark plug in or anything. I have the head bolts loose and stuff. That's about how hard you can kick with it on with the compression. That's probably maximum hardness. And you can't see any spark. Now, I sit on the bike and I literally slam my foot down till it hurts, and then I'll get spark. Well, that's just a sign of something else. Luckily, usually the most common cause of that is usually just this little pickup coil. So if I can fix this all and stuff, I just fixed the tractor with valve issues and stuff. Pretty much the same difficulty level, especially since I never had an issue. Fix something with a job like that because the valve seat actually came out. Never had an issue like that. Why can't I get this thing going? Well, the problem is I need to get the cylinder bored, because not only that, but like I said when I didn't take this off here, the top end looked good, but when the piston comes down, I even showed that in another video, there's a big gap in between there, and if you actually, if I had the head bolts on and stuff, you can actually hear the air coming past here. Oh, one other thing. Guess I could need new reeds too, they're a little bit lifted. So I'm in kind of a pickle right now. Here's the issue, you know, this sounds like a fun project to me, you know, I like to rebuild stuff, I like to take stuff apart. The problem is I don't have the money right now, and I have way too many other projects going on. Like this thing here. I got mini bikes and stuff I gotta fix. Usually these are my friends. Of course, I charge them for the parts and stuff, and sometimes depending on the job, labor too. But I finished my golf cart. I'm gonna get some new tires for it yet, but I got the paint job done. and just the same old flame jobs. I got everything else going. I got an air filter on it. Everything's done on it. It runs. It's kind of out of gas right now, but it runs great. Got headlights, Harbor Freight headlights, 15 bucks. Picked them up. So, if you understand kind of what my situation is, I don't have over $250 to spend to get this bike running at the moment. So, you know, honestly, you know, even though maybe since this bike's older, it may not be so much as worth it, I'm willing to even freaking spend $500 on a rebuilt motor or a used motor that's still good, you know? So whatever I can do to get this thing running, you know, I'll do it. I don't care if it's not worth it, you know? I want this bike running. Same with the mini bike, that brand new mini bike I got. Apparently there was a slight flaw inside the float, and it's got gas in it. Happened over time, and the carburetor just kept leaking. So these brass floats are unpredictable. It could be months before you actually get gas flowing into them. So that's another problem. So gonna need to order a new float for my mini bike and stuff. And you know, I gotta do first projects first. You know what I mean? Shop's a mess right now, so I gotta clean that out before I move on. One thing that is gonna help me out to get about 200 bucks is to get these yz250 parts, and you know, that too. And of course, I'm probably gonna be getting another project. I have a friend of mine who lives down the street with his 350 Warrior. Tell you what, I ride that thing. It makes me miss mine so much. But he stripped his axle out and stuff, and he's got a bunch of problems on it that and his is actually fast. It does like 70 something or I don't know. But so he's probably gonna bring that up here. I gotta fix that soon. I know I got another friend who's bringing in a lawn tractor, who's we're gonna fix it up, sell it, so that'll make me profit. But it's still another project, so I gotta know what to do first. I gotta get my boat running. You know, so far I got so much stuff running, you know, and I'm doing my friend's stuff first. You know, it's pretty tough, you know. But I tell you what, one good side is I am having a hell of a time, you know. I like to work on stuff, and right now it just seems to be me a lucky time because I'm getting in quite a few projects, you know. Chainsaw there, that's my chainsaw, but nothing was wrong with it. What else is there? Other projects? Oh yeah, the Baja back there, the Baja 150 ATV. I want to get that SpeedX run sometime. I've been trying to do it for a long time. I can't find a coil for it. But I really want to get that thing running. Oh, and of course, no, I know I kind of never made a video of it, but it didn't disappear. It's the almighty LT80 quad sport. And I tell you what, it's not lighting ain't very good, but I bet you can see that that's not normal. You won't be able to see this really at all, but there's a giant crack going through the case. It's split open. Don't know how. It's going to get aluminum welded. It's just where the clutch cover case is, so that's going to have to get welded. My buddy's dad's going to aluminum